Ooh. Hello, quick one. How are you? Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. All right, David. Great connecting with you. Where are you joining us from? Whilst we wait for a couple of us to join in. David, where are you joining us from? David, where are you joining us from? You are joining in from who? I see. Were you at the Success Africa Summit where I spoke? All right. I see. Great having you here. I hope the session blessed you, David. Euphemia Naughty. That's a nice name. Euphemia. What's the meaning? Euphemia Naughty. You're joining in from Adenta. Adenta is where my parents live. It's not far from where I am, so I might easily go on. From here to Adenta is just about 15 minutes or less. Kobe says, I'm Emmanuel Otu from Kaswa. Kobe, how are you doing? How did you hear about Brand MBA? How did you even hear about me and what I do? You can just reply in the comments. When we are 10 on here, we'll just go straight. Olusola, how are you? I hope you found value from the crypto webinar we did. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about AI, a couple of platforms where you can make money from home and all of those things. So it promises to be exciting. I'm really, really woke for tonight's session. I'm going to bring in a little bit of the content from the tour to also help us here. So oh, we are 10. So obviously we're more than 10, we're 12. So obviously we can start. Olushola, which part of Nigeria are you joining me from? Which part of Nigeria are you joining me from? I've been to Abuja, I've been to Delta State, I've been to Cross River State, I've been to Benin, I've been to obviously Lagos. That's where I mostly am. So I've been to a couple of places. Oh, you're joining me from Abuja. I'll be coming to Nigeria very soon, and I'm looking forward to making a stop in Abuja. So I look forward to connecting and meeting with you. All right, we're 15 on here. Let me just Iman Odonko, I'm blessed to be here. Happy to have you actually joining us on tonight's so the reason why we have Chokma School, which I want to establish before anything, please, if you can hear me loud and clear, just type 111 and we can fly. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type 111. Ajwa Sam says she's joining us from University of Ghana. Prince says from KNUST. If you can hear me loud and clear, type 111 and then let's fly. Awesome. Awesome. Everybody can hear me. I see the 111s coming in. Future is coming says here to send love. FK, love you, brother. Teach. I'm about to teach. Love you too, man. God bless you. Olushola says, thank you, sir. I'm honored to hear that. Okay, a lot of us can actually hear me. So we're ready to fly. Um, for the next couple of hours or minutes, I'm going to be talking to us about the skill stack advantage. The previous month, we did the skill stack advantage, the Veblen effect we were not taught in school. And I took time off to establish how that value is a function of perception and value is not necessarily what you see it to be. Today, I'm going to delve a little bit deeper on the bit of value as a function of perception. Oh, Bezale Obia there from Kumasi. Wow. I see you. Bez, how are you doing? It's great to have you here. Sending you loads of love. So tonight I'm going to be talking to us about the skill stack advantage. That's combining your AI tools and your talents to make money online. But before I go into the skill stack advantage lessons for today, there's something I want to establish before we carry on. Is the fact I'm going to establish two things so that it sets the tone for tonight's conversation. The first thing I want us to understand is that success is very personal. I believe that every man should have a metric by which he uses to measure his success. Every man should have a metric by which he uses to measure his success. Now, for me, one of the things that affects the success of a man very, very much for me is environment. And so, if you've been following the conversation around the It Shall Never Be War with Poverty tour, one thing that you would have seen, or one thing that you would see with the tour, is the fact that in University of Ghana and in KNUST, I called three girls and I gave one person, I made them pick. So we had Miss Ghana, we had Miss UAE or Miss Dubai, and we had Miss USA. And out of them, so three girls came, they did the pick, and then from each of them. So Miss Ghana got 50 CDs, Miss UAE got 50 dirhams, and then Miss USA got $50. And so it was 50, 50, 50 in terms of quantity, but the value was not the same simply because of environment. And so the very first thing I need you to understand is that you are either moving to a place that has bigger and better prospects for you physically, or you are doing that digitally. So I take it again. You are either moving to a place that has good and better prospects for you physically, or you are doing that digitally. Now, because of the emergence of technology and the way the world is moving, lots of us will not be able to move to places physically because obviously, if you're in the university, your parents are the one taking care of you. You do not have the financial muscle, to go through the whole visa processing and all of those things to find yourself in a place like the United States or in UK or in Germany to do remote work and get paid and all of that. And so one of the easiest ways by which you can reach lots of people out there in our world today is by leveraging what we have in our world today called the internet. So the internet has become an enabler to better you and to help you position yourself in a good environment digitally. So for instance, I'm here right here in Accra, Ghana, but I have products that are selling for me in the on the internet, and I'm earning in foreign currency, or which is USD, and I get benefits from it. And so it's important for you to understand the narrative, and it's important for you to understand that you either move to a place that has better prospects for you digitally, or you do that physically. But for the purpose of our conversation and where we're moving to, we're going to be looking at ways in which you can find yourself plotted in places where you can make greater gains digitally. Now, it's important for you to understand that when we talk about comfort, or let me rephrase my words well. Economically speaking, there are four realms of living for every single person. Economically speaking, there are four realms of speaking for everybody. There's the survival realm, there's the comfort realm, there's the luxury realm, and then there's the extravagance realm. I take it again. Economically speaking, there are four realms in which everybody is supposed to find themselves. One, you are in one of these, And I see McNeil saying Chokma School. The word Chokma means wisdom. So it's our monthly webinar for the Dream There and Do community, where I bring you guys either guest or myself, and I'm going to be teaching, or the guest to be teaching, just to bring you free value, and then you can pick up the nuggets and then the things that we learn on here to better your life. So I was saying that economically speaking, there are four realms of living. Now, these four realms of living, guys, the first one is the survival realm of living. Then there's the comfort realm of living. Then there's the luxury realm of living. Then there's the extravagance realm of living. I hope we got that. The survival realm, the comfort realm, the luxury realm, and then there's the extravagance realm. For loads of us on this call today, for loads of people that would hear what I'm teaching tonight, a lot of you are battling between survival mode, and a lot of you are battling between comfort realm. So a lot of you are battling survival, and then a lot of you are, you are not there yet. You are not comfortable, but you can afford your daily meal, you can pay your rent, so you are comfortable, but you are not in that place where there's luxury enough for you. But another person listening to me, even 50 cedis, 100 cedis to buy food is a problem. And so that person is in a realm called survival. And so the aim of tonight's teaching, the aim of tonight's lesson is that I believe every single one of us following last month's Chokma school by now have identified their strength and their weakness, have identified what they are good at and what they are a master of. And so if you have been able to identify what you are good at and what you are a master of, then you need to then position yourself environmentally in a particular place that helps you skyrocket what you do. It's very, very important. Now, in the class that I'm going to be talking to you about today, I need to establish a couple of things, which is a few analysis that I've already been going about talking in my tour. Is the fact that as I'm speaking to you now, Ghana's unemployment rate rose to 4.40% last year, according to a report from the International Labour Organization, which means that from 2010 all through till 2022, which is 12 years difference, our unemployment rate has tripled. Our unemployment rate has tripled. Thursday, I went for a friend's graduation at University of Ghana. I saw everybody being happy, they graduating, and I remember when we were taking the picture, I overheard one lady say that because of the course that she did, she's looking forward to getting a job at 37 Military Hospital. And for me, I was like, whoa, did this lady really hear our finance minister last year when Ghana was playing Portugal? Because that was when the budget for this year was read. And according to the reports that were read, there's a freeze on public sector employment for the next 5 years. For those of us that are in Ghana, Accra, and my good friend Olushola, who is already in Nigeria, we are already in that survival. We don't need unemployment to know that we are already in that survival mode. As I speak to you now, Ghana is faced with 12% youth unemployment, which is actually the highest in sub-Saharan Africa. The average unemployment rate in our country today is 4.53%. But youth unemployment is way, way, way higher. The youth unemployment rate is way higher than that. And so this is something that should even make you sit up and want to make you become extra aggressive, because in as much as education is the key and education is important, education is the key, but they have changed the padlocks to that door. Education is the key, but the doors have been changed, the locks have been changed. And so education is important, but it forms just about 20% of the entire equation for me, if you ask me. Now, it's important for us to understand that if we're looking at survival, comfort, luxury, how do we move ourselves from that survival realm to that comfort, luxury realm? Number one, how do we also move ourselves from environments that are stagnant, which is where we are currently in Ghana, from this physical environment? How do you position yourself in an environment digitally? The first place you start working on when it comes to moving yourself in any digital space is your mind. And so if you've been following my body of work over a period of time, you hear me usually say that everything in life is built twice. First in your mind and second in reality. What your mind has not conceived, you will not see in reality. So the first place by which we even need to start moving ourselves is digitally, is in our minds. We need to make sure that our minds are well positioned and are ready to take on the kind of environment and the demands it places on us. Because for me, who trades the liquidity markets of forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and margins and futures, when it is 12 a.m. in the night in Ghana, it is actually 6 a.m. in China. The markets are open. Whilst you are sleeping, economies are taking decisions over your head. And so these are prices that you would have to pay. And if your mind is not ready for that, you're actually going to find yourself wanting. In order for us to understand the skill stack advantage, combining AI tools and combining your talents to make money online, it's important for us to understand that value in our world today has changed. Value in our world today has changed, and value in our world today has changed in 5 different ways. I've been preaching about this at the tour. Not everybody has heard me speak about it, so I decided to bring it in to help those of you that are on to understand in perspective what this conversation is leading to. Is the fact that value has changed. Morrison says something. Let me read it whilst I sip on some water. Morrison says, I happened to witness your seminar live at 8, and I must say I learned a lot, which I've started implementing in my life, and with consistency, the results would undoubtedly manifest. Sure. Exactly, Morrison. Consistency is the mother of all skills. Like if you're gonna be a master of something, if you're gonna be a master of a particular skill, consistency is that hack that you need. So, like I was saying, value in our world today has changed, and value has changed in 5 different ways. The first way in which value has changed is what I call an identity. Now, for the first time in the world that we live in, the world wants you to be you. The world wants you to be you, and you get rewarded, you get paid for it. And most of the times I like to use our Nigerian brothers, because in this particular space and in this particular industry of music and Afrobeats, they are way gone. Gone were the days where you never wake up and hear ever that an African artist was headlining the UEFA Champions League final. But we are here today in 2023, and Burna Boy is actually headlining the UEFA Champions League final. Today, international artists want to collaborate. It was rare for you to wake up and see people like Selena Gomez, Camila, and all of these guys wanting to feature African artists. But today, people, for just being who and what they are getting immense value from that. And so that is one of the ways in which value has changed. The second way in which value has changed is what I call wealth. Wealth. Most of us, when we think wealth, have always been raised to think that wealth was always in money. For me, I say that wealth is in two things. Wealth is in information and access. The quality of information and the quality of access you have is what determines the difference between you and another person. For instance, if something is supposed to happen in Ghana right now, the people at the very top will hear about it before you and I, because of the level of access to information and the level of access they have to things that you and I do not have access to. And so it's very, very important. Then again, I'm a huge believer and a preacher of the fact that wealth is a science. You do not just wake up and become wealthy. Wealth is very, very strategic. And if you're an ardent reader of the scriptures, you tend to see scripture saying that Abraham was wealthy in cattle, was wealthy in this, was wealthy in that. If we're looking at the wealthy people of our day today, Bill Gates is wealthy in real estate, they are wealthy in various commodities, you understand? And so wealth is an information and access, and wealth is a science. What is science? Science is the method of obtaining knowledge through observation and experimentation, which means that on the subject matter of money and on the subject matter of wealth, the equation of knowledge cannot be taken out of it. On the subject matter of money and on the subject matter of wealth, the equation of knowledge cannot be taken out of it. I take it again. On the subject matter of money and on the subject matter of wealth, the equation of knowledge cannot be taken out of it. Knowledge is very, very, very paramount. The reason why I was watching a video of Aliko Dangote about 30 minutes ago on YouTube about an interview he granted, and as I was watching, he was trying to give the difference between what has sustained him as an entrepreneur to his level and the difference between young and upcoming entrepreneurs. And the more I listened, I shared the link to a couple of friends, and I was like, you know what, bro? Reality check is this man knows something that a lot of us who are upcoming entrepreneurs do not even know. We are not privy to that level of information and access. So you cannot take out the equation of knowledge when it comes to the subject matter of wealth. Rodney is saying, would there be an audio in the Telegram channel? Actually, the link to the class, this is live on my YouTube. You can see it streaming live from my YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Turn on post notification. I just posted a video on the channel about how to manage your time and everything. It was a question McNeil asked me, and I did a whole 10 minutes recording on that to answer it. So what happens is that after every Chokma school, the link is left there. All previous Chokma school links are on my YouTube channel at the live section side. So the link will be definitely copied and it will be posted in the group so that those who are not able to join us live will be able to join us from the recorded version that will be on the channel. So like I was saying, value in our world has changed, and value has changed in 5 different ways, or is changing in 5 different ways. And I touched on identity and wealth. Now, the third way in which value has changed is in what I call a legacy. The third way in which value has changed is in what I call legacy. What are you doing and why are you doing what you are doing? Your legacy is basically your contribution to the world. And oftentimes the scripture says that a good man leaveth an inheritance for his children's children. Olushola says, please share the documentary video link with the community. Thank you. Most definitely. I'll share the link in the channel so that everybody can actually have access to it. I will share the link in the channel. So, like I was saying, the third way in which value has changed is in what I call a legacy. Now, whenever we're looking at an inheritance, there are 5 dimensions to an inheritance. Oftentimes, we do not know and we do not even talk about. And one of the days, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was telling him that, and the name of a man can be an inheritance for his children. You spend your entire life determining and deciding if your name will be a padlock or if it will be a key. I take it again. You spend your entire life deciding if your name will be a padlock or if your name will be a key. Why do I say so, or why am I saying this? Now, I I remember two weeks ago I was going for a meeting somewhere, and when I got there, Charles says, watching from India, inshallah, I'll meet you in person. I'm a South Sudanese. Oh, really? Charles, it's such a pleasure. Send me a message on Instagram or on any of my socials, Charles, so that we can connect. Send me a message on my Instagram, the Moses Arthur at the Moses Arthur, or you can send me an email, themosesarthur@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me any of my socials, Charles. Let's connect. I have something awesome that I'm cooking, and I'm looking at how we can break that market. So please send me a message. Let's chat. Right. So, like I was saying, you 2 weeks ago, I was going for a meeting, and the meeting that I was going to, I had access to go into the meeting simply because I was leveraging someone's name. Someone's goodwill and someone's name is what I was leveraging. So for loads of us in this life that we are building, your father or your mother or yourself, your name can be a key by which your child will use to access doors and portals. I'm constructing a lounge in the Volta region. I apparently 2 people wanted the land. The 2 people that wanted the land was myself and another man. When I went in and I was ready to make payments and everything for the land, guys, whilst I was counting the money and waiting for the owner of the land to come, the owner of the land, I was sitting in his corridor, so I could see through the window. They were watching a man on TV, and as soon as I heard the voice, that was my pastor's voice. So as soon as I heard him, I was like, "Oh, interesting." So the man came out, and then I was like, "Oh," he was like, "Moses, oh, you're welcome." Da. I was like, "Thank you so much, Daddy." And I was like, "Daddy, do you listen to the man of God over there?" He was like, yes. I said, "That's Pastor Obed. That's my man of God for over 10 years." I was like, "Oh, we chanced on him, da. The conversation shifted from the land, came to my pastor, how they've been blessed by his ministry, every single thing. Then he decided, you know what, because you're a cosmopolitan, because your father is Pastor Obed, I'm reducing the price. And he reduced it. Now, that was my man of God's goodwill and his name being a key for me. That's the same way somebody can go somewhere and say, "Oh, I work with Moses Biatha," and instantly things are done. I know people who have used my name in certain places and it has worked for them like magic. And so it's important for us to understand, you spend your lifetime deciding if your name will be a key or a padlock. There are some of you, your father wronged people in his days. So when they hear the name of such a person on you, they do not even want to associate, or they do not even want to relate. Case in point, I know today he has repented and he's a Christian and all of that in the cells. But imagine showing up in a world of business and saying your father is Atai, irrespective of how he's converted and everything. The business person will be looking at you and will tend to think that Atai is son there, even though he has converted. There's some genes of robbery inside the person. And so it's important for us to understand that legacy, what are you doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? Because it is your contribution to the world. Today, His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, has built a phenomenal legacy for himself and the people of that state and his entire lineage. And so, the fourth way in which value has changed is what I call the stacking up of skills, or the skill stack advantage, which is what we are looking at, in tonight's class, the stacking up of skills, or the skill stack advantage. It is very, very important. I'm sure a lot of you would have examples to give on the subject matter of your name being a padlock or the name being a key. Sorry, I've not had anything today, so I keep belching. I'm on water. Sorry. Now, the skill stack, which is basically how do you leverage 2, 3, 4, 5 skills to achieve a particular result or to create value in the marketplace to make money online. Now, the fifth way in which value has changed is what I call the premium of free. That's to say that providing services for free and leveraging on it. So oftentimes you see buy one, get one free. You see people do all sorts of discounts and all sorts of promo codes. I know for cheesy pizza on Tuesdays, they do buy one, get one free. And I see that a lot of people intentionally wait when it's Tuesday. That's when they want to actually taste and eat pizza from there because they know they will get an extra one. So it's important for you to understand where value in our world has moved today and how value is changing. Salma says, just a quick comment coming through from someone, and then we carry on. Salma says, I really admire you a lot because of such a young I really admire you because you are young and you have been able to make it in life. Indeed, I'm blessed that I was able to see you at University of Ghana. I'm humbled. Herbert is saying greetings, Herbert. Are you in Ghana or you are still in Nigeria? Um, Lawrence says, please create a video on this topic, value. Sure, Lawrence, I will speak with the team and we'll come up with a content on value for you. Florence says, I heard this at Success Africa and I'm still holding on to it. It's very, very important. Actually, this was one of my core messages during the Success Africa Summit. And so I'm driving it home to a point so that we can all grab where we're headed to. Um, Now, oh, okay, Herbert says he's in Ghana. All right. So I was establishing how that value in our world today has changed and value is still changing. Now, there are a couple of things that we often forget when it comes to the world of business and relating with people. I'm still talking about the skill stack advantage. I've not moved in to talk about the various AI tools, which I'm about to do that in just a few minutes. I'm going to be talking to us about these AI tools. I'm going to show you a couple of platforms, about 30 of them, that you can actually subscribe to and be making money right in your home from it. So do stick and stay. Now, oftentimes we forget that things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. Follow my conversation. We're still on value. I was saying that on the subject matter of value, oftentimes we forget that things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. Things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. Because oftentimes, whatever thing you are watching, whatever thing you have heard pass through a particular perspective. And so somebody may watch, for instance, if let's do this quick exercise so that I use this to establish what I'm teaching. Okay, can I have 2 3 people describe what they see on their screens, which is me actually? Can I have 2 people or 3 people describe vividly what they are seeing? We'll realize that everybody's description is different. Can we have 2 or 3 or as many of us that can join in quickly? Run and make a post in the comments so that I can see. Describe what you are seeing, which is me. Describe how you are seeing me. Describe what you are seeing so that I can use that to establish the next point. Remember, I said things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. My next point will blow up your mind, but I want 2 or 3 people to quickly describe me from their screens, what you are seeing. Can I have 2 or 3 people do that for me quickly, please? I know that for some of you, the live section is lagging at your end. So I'm seeing somebody now commenting the 111 to hear me if they hear me loud and clear. Okay. Rodney says a mogul. I want a descriptive something. Describe me in a descriptive. Let it be rich. If you say a mogul, it's not a description. Please, I want like a proper description of what you are seeing. Kobe says you are in a white shirt. So Kobe has started describing. Quick one. He says a young married man in yellow in a hotel. Hey, who told you I'm in a hotel? Who told you I'm in a hotel? I'm in my home office. Oh my goodness. He says a young married man. This by far is like one of the craziest comments I've heard today. Hey, please tell me, how did you know? How did you how did you know I'm in a hotel? Okay. Salma says you are dark and in a white shirt. Okay. Okay. Let me pick Kobe. Let me pick Quick One, and let me pick Salma. These three. So I have three people. Remember that I said things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. Okay, Kobe has added some more. So Kobe says, I'm in a white shirt. There's an air condition behind me. I am in a white shirt, and then there's an air condition behind me. Okay, that is Kobe's description. Quick One says, a young married man in yellow in a hotel. I don't know how you got to know I'm in a hotel, but it even cements the point because I'm not in a hotel at all. And then Salma says, you are dark and in a white shirt. Rodney says maybe it's because of the environment. Good. So we have three different people trying to describe me. Now, remember that I said things are not what they are, things are what we think they are. It is the same Moses Beata sitting in a chair coming to you from my studio. But the description from three different people in three different places are not the same. So things are not what they are, things are what we think they are. Things are what we compare them to, actually. So Sarah says, you have rough hair, pointed nose. Nana Kwame says, a young guy in a white shirt speaking to camera. Quick One says, aimed at cementing the point. So he says, there's an air condition behind me. So now, do you realize that every single one of you saying, I'm in a white shirt, every single one of you saying, I'm in a yellow room, every single one of you saying, there's an AC behind me. Another person in describing me will start talking about the curtain blinds, the AC, the POP top that they can see, talk about the AC button, come and talk about me, come and talk about my shirt, come and talk about the chair. That the person is beginning to go very, very descriptive. So remember that I said value is a function of perception. You only see, I'll give you a practical example again. You only see the value of something based on how you perceive it to be valuable, or based of how it has been communicated to you to be valuable. Let me give you a classical example. A Ghanaian will be drinking pure water, and when he's done, he will look for a place around and throw it away. He doesn't care. The same Ghanaian will be in Dubai or Singapore, will drink the same water and will be looking for a dustbin to dump it in. Why? Because value is a function of perception. The environment that Singapore and Dubai has created is such that you cannot but tend to think that this place, the environment alone doesn't call for it. It doesn't matter what you think. You cannot just drink. You won't do it. You won't do it. So it is very, very important. I remember a couple of weeks back, I received an email from a certain company in Kenya, and they want to book me for an event. And in the email, they added that they would like to find out if my security travels with a gun. So that if my security travels with a gun, what they want to do is that they will want to write to a particular office in Kenya so that they can be granted a pass for the guns. Guys, we've been going on this tour. You see me move around with security and all of that. My security, my security does not have a gun. But you see, the people who are trying to book me for the event, when they go to my YouTube and then they see shots of the tour, when they go to my Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and they see shots of the tour and they see the bodyguard in, nobody tells them. They have, by means of perception and the value I've created around me, automatically thought for the bodyguards that the bodyguards have guns. Value is a function of perception. This particular one is very important for when I begin to start showing you people the various tools, the various AI tools. Last month I showed you just Chat GPT. Tonight I'm going to show us a couple of them, and I'm going to show you a couple of platforms that you can subscribe to, that you can be earning some good amount of money right from the comfort of your home in just some few minutes. And so let me read some comments that came through, and then we can carry on. Um, Morrison says a dark young man, probably married and on a white chair, probably. Morrison says that person that said you are in a hotel should be investigated. It's true. We have to investigate quick one. I till now I don't understand. Quick one, what did you see that made you say that I'm in a hotel? Because I honestly can't think far. Describe me, I will say I'm in a hotel. Morrison says we have to investigate you. Wherever you are, we really have to sit down and investigate you, because this one we cannot understand. Um Khalid Giovanni says, teach me. Khalid Abdul Kalek. Hello, brother. Hello, how are you? Where are you joining us from? So it's important. Things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. I just gave you one of the easiest psychology hacks. Things are not what they are. Things are what you think they are. So whatever thing you are watching that there's a problem with, is the problem is your thinking. The problem is always your thinking. Remember that I started talking to us about skill stack, just for the benefit of those that are joining in. When we talk about skill stacking, we're looking at the combination of skills and knowledge that an individual possesses, such that he can actually merge these skills to leverage on a particular platform to make good money for themselves. So it's important. I did a whole teaching on that. I did a whole teaching on that last month. So I was saying that, for instance, somebody who has an experience in software engineering and finance will be able to create a financial application that is more innovative and efficient, because they have a background, or they have an understanding in finance, and they also have an understanding in software engineering. So they'll be able to come up with a financial app or a financial application that is more innovative and efficient than somebody who probably just has an understanding in just software engineering. If you go to a software engineer and tell him to develop a financial app, he may not he'll be able to do it according to what you are saying. However, if you go to a software engineer who happens to be a finance person, the results the person will give you will be 10 times more and better, because the person has in-depth, and then the person has deeper understanding into it. So it's very important that we understand. I did a whole teaching on the skill stack advantage, the Veblen effect they did not teach us in school last month. It's on my YouTube channel at the live section side, so you can go in there and read. I see that people are laughing about how that we should investigate quick one for saying that I'm in a hotel room. Salma says, what's the name of my IG and Telegram account? My Instagram is the Moses Arthur, TheMosesArthur, TheMosesArthur. It's the same for it's the same for, how do we call it, TikTok, is the same for Twitter. If McNeil is on, McNeil, kindly just go into our brand MBA evangelist group, copy it, and then just come and paste it in here so that people can just follow. Very important. My email address, themosesarthur@gmail.com, TheMosesArthur @gmail.com. And every message, every email you send will actually get to me. So I'm going to give us a couple of useful AI tools that we can all use, and then the various areas in which you can use them. And so I wish I could show you guys my screen. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me just try and bring the presentation into my slide, into the. Let me try and upload this quick one. Guys, give me a second. I'm trying to share my screen so that we can all see this particular one. I see a couple of questions coming in. Kwame says, I like your beard. The angel that is looking okay. Why are you talking about my beard? Rodney says, as a web developer, do the tools also cover such aspects? Yes, please. You need it. Give me a second. Okay. Guys, can you see my slide? If you can see just 111, I'm gonna show us a few things. Awesome. I tried to, whilst I was generating the table, I tried to juggle all of them in. It's a lot. So um now on things about information and resource, your place to go when it comes to AI, there are loads of them, but I couldn't share all. So we're gonna be sharing. Samuel says, yeah, but clear, please. As in, I don't get you, Samuel. So now on the bit of resources, that's to say where you should go for information and all of those things. Not clear, not clear. Oh, um, okay. When I'm done, I'll just pick this side of my slide and then I'll post it in the main Telegram group for us. So don't worry if you can't see it here. I will pick this side of the slide and then I will show it in the Telegram group. I'll post it in the Telegram group for us. Okay. Innocentia says, can I zoom it? Don't worry, guys. I will post it in the Telegram group so that everybody can follow. Are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? I'll post it in the Telegram group. So if you're not in the Telegram group, please join the Telegram group now. All right. Okay, we're all on the same page. So now on anything resource, your go-to place is Hatena blog, AI at Flow GPT, and the AI Times. I take it again. On anything information, on anything knowledge that you are looking for, your AI go-to. There's a platform called Medium, Medium. It's also a place where you can go to. You can download the app Medium, and then it also serves you per how you set it up. Also, it brings you information and all of those things. So I take it again on resources. We have Hatena blog, AI art, Flow GPT. Some of you don't know that there's such a thing called Flow GPT. It's not just Chat GPT. There's Flow GPT. There's AI Times. There are loads of them, but I'm just bringing you guys the ones that benefits for the one that benefits our discussion for tonight, and the one that brings us the most value on any subject matter of sales. On the subject matter of sales, sorry, we are looking at Twain, we're looking at Clavio. So Twain, we are looking at Twain, TWAI, and Clavio. We're looking at OmniKey, we are looking at Marble Flows, we're looking at Reply, we're looking at Regi.ai, REGIE.ai, we're looking at Outplay, we're looking at Get It Out, we're looking at SmartWriter.ai. And Rodney, you asked the question about how do we call it? Web developer. You were like, you're a web developer. So as a web developer, will these things help you? On anything search engine, you are looking at Algolia, you are looking at L'Oreal, you are looking at Perplexity, you are looking at Niva, you are looking at Next, you are looking at Andy, you are looking at Anipot. That is just search engine. But when we come to search engine optimization, we have Typely.ai, we have Kafka, we have Closest Copy, we have Compare, we have Topic.mojo, we have Spin Rewriter, we have Longshot, we have Smarty, we have Critify. There are a lot of them. And because of tonight's class, I actually took time off to juggle a couple of them to create the table that you guys are seeing that I'll share with you in a jiffy. And then on social media assistance, we're looking at Tweet Hunter. So those of you that are into the social media space and you get excited about social media, how do you manage? For instance, a couple of times people think I'm the one that's posting on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. But what I do is I schedule the post. So I've had people who sent me DMs and I had probably not seen them because I was busy attending to something. And then my Instagram made a post and they came into my DMs attacking me because they sent me a message and I've not replied, but they've seen that I've posted. And oftentimes I tell them, all my posts you see, they are scheduled. So a post may post tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I'm not the one that made the post in there. I probably used buffer to schedule the post and then the post were just posted. You only happen to see it. And so it's important. And that's why I say things are not what they are, things are what you think they are. So on social media assistance, we see Tweet Hunter, we see Spatial, we see Insta Sales, we see Contender, a couple of them. I'm going to share it in the page for us to have a look at it. Then on spreadsheets, those of you that use spreadsheets in your work and you need to be more extra productive, on spreadsheets we have Bolo forms, we have Good Lookup, we have Sheet Plus, we have Excel formula bots, all of those things. Excel formula bots is very, very important. I used Excel formula bots to do something for a client of mine. What would have taken somebody the normal 20, 30, some even 2 or 3 days to be able to produce that particular work for the clients. I used the Excel formula bot and it was done for me like just 5 minutes. And so it's important. Then we have SQLs. For those of you that don't know what SQLs are, SQLs, they are structured query languages. So apps that use that, we have AI helper bots, we have AI 2S 2SQL, we have AO dots, we have channel, and then on those of you that are startup guys in the entrepreneurial space and you need ideas, you need things to help enable your startup. We're looking at Idea Buddy, we're looking at Paperade, we are looking at Finta, and then those of you that also need to help you story tell, content creators, this particular one, you need it if you're a content creator. You need this particular one if you're a content creator. Herbert is saying, kindly like the broadcast, brethren. Oh yes, please, if you are on here, the please like the broadcast. I'll take questions. So if you have questions, you can start writing your questions now. I'll open room for questions very soon. Storytelling, for those of us that are content creators like myself, one of the things that we can use to storytell a lot, we have ChatGPT. Obviously, you know it. I taught ChatGPT last month. So we have ChatGPT, we have Novel AI, we have AdFlow, we have Subtext, we have Once Upon a Bot. There's a platform called Once Upon a Bot. So I generated a story for a brand in Dubai and they so loved the story. They like, Moses, how did you even come up with this? I used a platform called Once Upon a Bot. Once Upon a Bot, I just keyed in the text. It generated every single thing I needed. Then now, when it was done, I added the human part that the bot could not generate. So the emotional triggers, the base storyline, I changed a few things, and it was just done, just like that. And so it's important. Rodney says, I have a startup where I offer digital service such as web design, web apps as a developer. Which of the tools can help me reach out to more clients and make a lot of sales? So you need social media assistance, you need the SEO, you need a search engine one, you need sales, you also need resources. You need SQL, you need storyteller. For you, I think you even need all the things that I just presented. Morrison Michael says, please, could this table be shared with us on Telegram as well? Yes, I will be sharing it. I'm sharing this one right away. Give me a second. Let me share it in the Telegram page. Give me a second. Um, about to be shared. Okay. Um, Give me a second. Where's our Telegram in here? Search screenshots. Good. I just shared it in the Telegram page. So those of you that are asking can actually go and watch. All right. So like I was saying, we're on Storyteller. So that's it. That's what you're seeing in there. I just shared this in the Telegram page. So those of you that all right. Innocentia says, please, boss, how do you do your research before getting all this information? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I should bring a Chokma session to come and teach us on researching. So I will do that. Next month is my birthday. On 5th April. So I'm bringing a special guest for the birthday edition of Chokma School. You guys have to be ready. Like special birthday edition of Chokma School next month on 5th April, my birthday. We'll not probably do it on 5th April, but I'll do it in the month. It's the whole month is for me. So we're doing it. I'm still in talks with a resource person. He's the one that taught me how to make money with AI and tools online. So I'm gonna bring him to the session, Chokma School. He's currently in Dubai. He stays there. He's a resident. I'm gonna bring him. He'll teach us how, just like how he taught me. He taught me one particular hack. I followed everything through and through, and we did a session, and I made $6,000. So I'm going to bring him for Chokma School next month's edition, and after that one, maybe the subsequent one, I will take time off and then teach you how to do research. So how do we call it? Innocentia, I promise, special promise, I will do a session on how to actually do research, so you know how I come about these things, and then how do you create the tables and all of those things. You're going to be very much aware about it. Lawrence Rodriguez says, please, AI tools for forex trading and cryptocurrency. So I have a special good news again. I'm in talks with a certain Indian. We're trying to create a bot that can actually trade for you for at least a maximum 60%, can do like 50-60% for both crypto and forex. I jumped off the call with him yesterday. He started work, and so I'll keep you updated about it. And Samuel Suman says, Abba. Herbert says, happy glorious birthday. Oh, it's not today, it's 5th April. Quick one says, research. I'll take time off and talk about it. On our hotel room, the angel that is soaking your care has not started. Kwame says, World MBA month in advance. MBA, thank you so much. We're too loaded to be empty. Yes, we are too loaded to be empty. Says we are ready. So Innocentia says, okay, thank you. Kendrick Oscar Aram Chachu Fiebo says, so as a weekly trader, is there any AI tool that can be of any assistance? I just taught you about that. But for if you're a weekly trader and you trade with news, you obviously know about Forex Factory. So I use information from Forex Factory. I use information also from Wall Street. I pick information from loads of places so that I can be able to better understand the chart, whichever one I'm trading. So like that. Remember that I said when it comes to the subject matter of money and wealth, you cannot take the knowledge equation out. So if you are not ready and you are not eager to learn, if you are not ready and you are not eager to update your knowledge base, then I'm sorry that the next wave and the economy that we're about entering in, which is the gig economy of skill sets online and all of those things, you'd be very, very pissed with it, because you really need a lot of knowledge on this one. So yes, I've shared the flyer in the page. The next one that we need to talk about is After you have used this, whatever skill, so please, the skill stack advantage that I'm teaching, some of you will not really appreciate this because you've not watched last month's class. I taught last month the skill stack advantage, the verbaling effect they did not teach you in school. That's part one. We're looking at part two of the skill stack advantage. Last month, I did not teach all of this. This month, I'm teaching this, and I'm about to show you some platforms where you can actually access to make some good amount of money from. So this one as well. Hey, in a while though, Dion says, I'm ready for the money making apps, boss. All right, there you go. This particular one was shared with me by my online tutor and online mentor, the man I said I'm bringing next month for Chokma School, special birthday edition of Chokma School. The man I said I'm bringing. The first time I had the opportunity to sit under his feet and I paid. Some of you don't want to pay for knowledge. The Bible says, buy the truth. So, truth, we buy it. But I paid, I had the opportunity to sit under his feet. I flew all the way from Ghana to Dubai to go and sit under his feet to learn. And I remember he shared this with me. So, websites to make money from home. There you see it. Let me read a couple of comments. Rodney say, can you please share it in the Telegram group? Hey, Rodney, just are you there? You want everything for free. Herbert says your level of transparency is awesome. Kai. All right. Websites to make money from home. The first one, you see, there are a lot of them. So some of them do not necessarily work in Ghana because of how do we call it, location and all of those, but there are ways to go around all of them depending on what you do. So I'm gonna leave the how do we call it, the detailed research work for you guys. I'm not gonna like just serve it to you like that. The man that teaches you how to fish is better than the man that gives you fish. So if I give it to you like this, go and do your own due diligence, go and do your own research. I was so happy when somebody reached out from last month's class and is doing so well. I even told him to reach out to me personally again in the course of the week, and I sent him 1,000 CDs to support what he had started, because what he picked from last month's class and the results that he sent me a message, it was just admirable. And I was like, if you just keep going like this, come back after 1 year and your results will be outstanding. So websites to make money from home, we have 5 Miles, we have Upwork. For those of us that are in Ghana, the most common one you see is Upwork and Fiverr, but there are more. Upwork and Fiverr. Herbert says your level. Okay, I've read Herbert's own. Bezalel says teachers pa. Thank you, Bezalel. Rodney says it be nice opportunity I get. I for take advantage. See Florence says show us the ways. Knowledge is power. Good evening, sir. Dude unthinkable. Good evening. How are you? Why are you joining us from? Samuel Ezuman says money is coming. MBA near share or share the link. All right. So websites to make money from. We have 5 Miles. We have Upwork. Most of us only know about Upwork. We have Poshmark. We have Cactus. We have enrollapp.com. We have Scribe. So those of you that are very good with writing, there are platforms that you transcribe and scribe for, and then you make good money than just sleeping. We have Userlytics, we have Transcribe Me, we have Userfew, we have Fiverr. Commonly in Ghana, what people know is Fiverr. Yusuf, how are you doing? Fiverr. We have Try My UI, we have Rev, we have Bidderways, we have Go Transcript, we have Bookminder, we have Acutran Global, we have Xeros, we have Postmates, we have Grammarly. A couple of you also know about Grammarly. We know ClickWorker, we know Instacart, we know Lionbridge, we have DoorDash, we have DataTrace, we have Neighbor.com, we have SiteTrack, we have Flex.jobs, we have MyPoint. My friend landed a job of about $6,000 a month from Flex.jobs. Just Flex.jobs. A friend of mine applied for a job on there that is currently paying him a month $6,000, and he's in Ghana. He does not live in US. He's in Ghana. All he needs is to be seated by his computer doing the work, and he gets paid. and he landed a job from Flex. He landed a gig from Flex.job. Remember that at the start I said that you either move to an environment physically that has better prospects for you, or you move to an environment digitally that has better prospects for you. I'm showing you how to do that digitally now. I didn't teach this on the tour. This only happens in Chokma school. I didn't teach this on the tour. Now, there's My Points, there's Rover, there's Swagbucks, there's Plexus Ambassador, there's Inbox Dollars, there's VP Kit, there's Respondent.io, there's Declutter, there's Virtual Assistant. So those of you that have free time on your hand, one of the platforms that you can apply for is Virtual Assistant. So, for instance, in our Telegram community, I have an amazing virtual assistant called Jennifer. But what if I did not have Jennifer? For instance, the woman that replies my emails for international businesses is somebody that is based in Mauritius. She is my email virtual assistant that gets paid per month, but she's based in Mauritius, and I got her from virtual assistant. Then there's Amazon FBA, then there's freelance writer. I'm going to share this also in the group so that those of us that want to have a special look at it can actually have a good look at it. Give me a second. Let me just do that right now. Sharing right away so that you can have access to it. Those of you that are into graphic design and all of that, you already know about Mid Journey. There's Mid Journey on there for you. Mid Journey is used in creating art. If you want to be very good with PowerPoint slides, there's Tommy.app, Tome.app. Nara says, I missed last month's lesson. It's actually on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch it. If you want to create PowerPoint slides that are very good, you need Tommy.app, Tome.app. Tome.app. If you are making notes, you want an AI that helps you to make notes, we have fireflies.ai. Fire, Fire, then flies.ai. Note taking, fireflies.ai. If you want to turn text into videos, you want to turn your text into videos. This particular one is for those of you that are in the content creating space and you create websites. These are things you need. These are things you need. If you want to turn text into video, you need flicky.ai. Flicky.ai, Fliki.ai. If you want to create music, so you edit videos for people, you edit content for people, you want to create music, you need Sound Draw. SOUN draw, Sound Draw, SOUN, then you bring draw, you create music. Very, very important. There are lots of them to share. Let me just focus and then share this particular one for you guys. I just shared the website one for us. At this point, if in the next if in the next 2 months, 3 months we come for Chokma school, I should be getting some amazing testimonials from you guys. Don't just sleep on this. Go in there, go and do your own research, look for the ones that work best for you. You can always reach out to me if you are facing challenges with any of them, and then we can Fliki.ai, Fliki.ai, Fliki, Fliki.ai. Fliki.ai. Most coaches or most leaders will not want to come and share these things, but remember that I said we're moving to environments that have better prospects for us digitally. But you see, you can only be of value if you understand the narrative of the conversation. Value has changed in our world today. So you need to make sure that if you get on any of these platforms and you want to know what they do, you are also being a master of your skill. You are upgrading your skill, you are upgrading your knowledge on, and so that you can provide value, then you can also be paid for that value. Now, for most of these platforms, it's a bit difficult for you to access your funds when you get paid. So you may need a PayPal account, you may need a crypto account in some cases, but all of these are knowledge systems that we know. If you sign up on any of these platforms and you want to create a PayPal account, you want to create a PayPal account and you are in Ghana, you can send me a direct message and I can help you set that up, as well as any crypto accounts. You already know that you can create Binance. We did a webinar on cryptocurrency, I think in January, 2 months ago. So that is also live on the page. And so you can take advantage of that and then learn. I'm open to questions from us. I'm open to questions from us at this point. On 1st July, this is a special announcement. On 1st July, I'll be doing something for the inner circle, those in the inner circle, or those who are in my wealth community, which is a paid community. It's this one is Chokma. In Chokma happens for the free community, the free Telegram community, and it's not paid for. It's a monthly webinar I do for free. But in the paid community, where I bring them investment opportunities and business ideas and all of that, every week I have a weekly meeting for them. And it's called Dynasty Meetings. I've been teaching them the spirit of money for like the past 3 weeks now. I've been teaching them, we're on the spirit of money part 4, but I started teaching them knowing and understanding your financial blueprint. And then I moved to starting a new series called The Spirit of Money. But at the beginning of the year, I promised them something called Business on Prophetic Wings. Business on Prophetic Wings. And after careful consideration, we decided we'll open it up to the free community. Those in the inner circle will not pay for that conference, but those in the free community will be a paid conference, but it will not be something exorbitant you cannot afford. And it will be just limited seats. The moment the seats are sold out, we are done. It's going to be a massive event. Business on Prophetic Wings. First day of the month of July, which is it's a Saturday. First day of the month of July is a Saturday. Business on Prophetic Wings. All details, all dates, venue, everything will be communicated. But I'm giving us heads up and letting you know that it's going to be a paid one. It will probably be the Chokma School edition for the month of July. So if you miss out on that, you would actually have missed. It will not be streamed and recorded and posted here. No, it will not. It will be paid for the free community. And those of you in the MBA Wealth Dynasty, the inner circle, you won't pay for that. And so I want to draw a curtain on tonight's teaching. I hope that you have found immense value. I picked this up from explaining the skill stack thing, talking to us about the various ways in which value has changed and why you should set up, especially following Ghana's unemployment rate, and all through to various AIs that you can use, and most importantly, various websites that you can learn to start making money from home from. I'm going to leave the portal open. If you have any question for me, anything you did not understand, you can ask me, and then I will take time off and answer you before we finally draw tonight's meeting to a close. Can I get our feedback? Any question, any feedback, anything you want to say? Rodney says, nice piece of information, something they will never teach us in school. God bless you. That's what he says. Amen, amen, amen. Dion says, thank you, boss. You are most welcome, Dion. You are most welcome, Dion. Kobe says, God bless you, MBA. Amen. Herbert says, God richly bless you. Amen. I'm speaking with futurist Kwame. I will bring him again later on for Chokma School again. And this time around, we're going to teach you guys how to do airdrop farming so that you can be making free money. Airdrop farming. It's It's crazy. We're gonna bring that. Florence says, "Thank you so much. I've really learned a lot. I'm humbled. It makes my heart happy to know that you've learned a lot." Jennifer says, "Thank you for the valuable lessons, MBA. You are most welcome, Jennifer." Emmanuel says, "God bless you for this insight. Value has really changed. Awesome." Samuel Suman says, "Thank you for sharing your knowledge, MBA. It was really worth it. Obviously, the hub of constant, consistent value." Nana Kwame says, "Thanks a lot, MBA." Morrison says, "An evening well spent. God bless you, Hips." So we're going to continue on the whole skill stack thing. What we'll do is that in the next month, now I'm going to bring the one that taught me how to make money online. I'm going to bring him special guest, special birthday edition. Come prepared. It will be explosive. It's serious. I'm already in talks with him. I'm trying to um help. I'm trying to get him to bring in something that's like of value package, something that would start helping you make money ASAP. So next month, special birthday edition of Chokma. Be on the lookout for it. And after him, somebody sent me a DM and said, "How come Chokma School? I'm only bringing men." Don't worry, I'm going to bring a very power-packed woman. I'm going to bring somebody who is like a moving force, in the entrepreneurial space in Ghana. I'm going to bring her very soon. After my mentor in the online space takes over, I'll bring that person. Herbert says MBA information is going to be my meditation. Kai. Quick one says, "Thank you so much, sir. On answer me what hotel, no, the angel that is soaking your kid. We have to look for you and lash you. Inner circle for a Kwame Esa Kwawe a chin and a tranichi chum, Odrin Hussein. Awesome time as usual. From Chum. Imano says value has really changed in our era. This needs to be included in the school curriculum, of course, so that everybody knows. For instance, you're doing a master's program, you're learning about the 4 Ps, product, place, and all of those things. Today, the place has changed. The place which used to be the marketplaces today, right now, everything is on the internet. The place has changed. It's flawed the 4 Ps of marketing. Caleb Giovanni says, "How do we contact you directly if we have a problem with these websites?" You can send me a DM or on Telegram. My handle is Brain2Arthur. Brain2 BRENTUARTHUR. When you are sending me a DM, you see a star. I'm on Telegram Premium, so you see a star by my name. You can reach me out privately on there if you are having any challenges with any of these websites. Innocential says, "Thanks, MBA. Free popcorn for you. Please start sending it. I need the popcorn for movie nights this evening. Please start sending it." Thank you. Clement says, "God richly bless you." Kobe says, "Please, the email address again, THEMOSESARTHUR, themosesarthur@gmail.com. 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 Bezalel says, "Thanks for this intuition." Thank you so much, Bezalel. My greetings to mommy and daddy. I Blow TV says, "Awesome. Thank you so much, sir, for this eye-opening information. You are most welcome, Blow TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification, follow through on the content on there. I have loads of content on the channel that I've recorded that will bless and skyrocket you. There's a whole I think there are about 5 videos on skill stacking. How do you make money with presentation skills? How do you make money from writing catchy copies? All of those things are on my channel. You can actually take time off and then go and learn from there. And if you want to know how powerful the things that we share, and for me, it was so far, I think it's been one of the best things that has happened to me, and it became so much fuel for me. When I went to Ho to go and then speak at the talk, that part of the whole one, somebody brought me a gift. I received 2 anonymous gifts. I later got to know the first person. The second person that brought me a gift did not write their name, but they left a letter in there. And the person said something. He said that he brought me a gift and said, "This is my own way of appreciating you, sir. I was at the edge of committing suicide when I chanced on your video, The Power of Forgiveness. And according to the person, when they watched the video on the power of forgiveness, they had to forgive themselves first, watched a couple of the videos, and decided that they can be of a blessing to their world. And they decided not to commit suicide. According to this person, I don't know if it's a he or a she because the person decided to remain anonymous. According to this person, in the letter that he wrote, he said that he's been able to start a small business right in Ho and is doing well. And at a good time, he will come and unveil himself to me and he will bring something to say thank you. That was enough for me because I was like, what? On any day when I think of giving up, on any day when I'm feeling lazy to record any content, I'll remember the young man that wanted to commit suicide that came across the video on the power of forgiveness. And so there are loads of content on the channel. Subscribe, share with your friends, copy the link, share on your status, let people also come in and then come and learn from it. Someone says, please, with what you have shared, is it an app we can download or just a website? Please, as you can see from the page, it says website. Some are apps though. Nara says, I salute knowledge personified. Thank you. I got value. Sir. Awesome. I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm sure if you start using any of them and then you start experiencing any challenge, you can reach out to me privately and then I will be able to help you out with any of them. So I'm excited that you took time off and joined in today's class. God bless you for joining in. And the link, I'll copy the link, the recorded link again, and I'll come and share it on our page so that those who couldn't join can actually make time off and then watch and then learn. If you are up and you found value, I want to move the meeting to a close. So just like we do at the inner circle meetings, can I get 2 to 5 people just type value? And if I get 5 people to type value, we'll bring tonight's meeting to an end. Enoch Amankwa says, awesome, thank you. Yusuf says, thank you, sir. You're most welcome. Can I get 2 to 5 people just type value in the comments, and we know that we can draw tonight's meeting to a close. Yesterday at the dynasty meeting, when I said we should type close, people were typing open. So today I'm using value instead. All right. I have 5 people saying value. Awesome. Thank you guys. And do enjoy your weekend. Do enjoy your weekend. Remember that lastly, I leave you with something. There are 4 levels to any investment. There's the mental investment, there's your mental investment, there's your body investment, there's your spiritual investment, and there's your financial investment. There's your mental investment, there is your spiritual investment, there's your health or body investment, and then there's your financial investment. You want to make sure that you are taking all of these serious, all in all, making your life one that is of immense value to your world. And go out there, be of a blessing. I'm wishing you all a great weekend. Most importantly, a great week ahead. Next week by this time, we would have entered April, a month of blessing for every single one of us, simply because I was born in April, so I'm biased. Yeah, so enjoy your evening. Love and light, family. Thank you for joining in. Cheers.